What is up, everyone? I'm Scratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another King Arthur Legends Rise video. So I just want to give a massive shout out to Netmarble for sponsoring today's video. If by any chance you have been living under a rock, guys, King Arthur Legends Rise is a squad RPG free-to-play game that you can play on your mobile and on PC. They actually have their own client. The game is available on Steam as well. You can download it from the App Store, or if you want to help and support the channel, you can download the game by using my link in the description down below or in the pinned comment, and come and join me in King Arthur Legends Rise. If you are looking for a clan, guys, we have one of the biggest community in the entire game. We have over 20 active clans in the Celestials. So I will link the Discord for the Celestial in the pinned comment as well, so you guys can come and join me. And if you want to put your hand on free rewards without having to download anything or to do anything major at all, you can click on the other link in the pinned comment or the description down below and start supporting Scratch Gaming, and I'm gonna be able to send you free rewards, guys. In today's video, I actually want to talk about power up. I want to show you how to gain a lot of account power, and of course, how to claim all of these rewards from here. As you guys can probably notice, I'm at tier 29 already, not far from tier 30, and I'm gonna share with you guys my secret, my method on how you can actually do this. Now, I've been playing King Arthur Legends Rise since the early release. Quite a few months now. I actually lost track. I've played it in the beta and stuff, so I have quite a bit of experience in the game. So, in order to accumulate account power, guys, you will basically require to build up characters, like in pretty much any other game. Now, you don't have hundreds and hundreds of characters in King Arthur Legends Rise, but you will slowly start accumulating most of the characters. And even if you're not accumulating all of the legendaries, do not sleep on rare characters, uncommons, and commons. Now, I'm not telling you to go and max all of your commons and expect to beat the game, because that won't be the case, but they will give you a lot of account power. So, let me just quickly share my methods with you. As you guys can probably notice, all of my characters are actually leveled up, and I am ranking them, advancing them to a higher star, and I'm going to level them up more. So what I would suggest you as well, guys, start and invest little by little in all of these heroes that you're not using. And of course, this is not something you should do on day 1 or day 2, but this is something that you should gradually do after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, etc. So every time you are basically putting some XP, you're advancing the character, you will gain power. You see, so this is your power right here for the hero. We have 1907. We're going to advance this unit, and keep in mind, advancing commons and uncommons and even rares is so much cheaper than doing legendaries. So let's just assume for a legendary you have the cost of 50 materials. For rares is half the price. For uncommons is half the price of a rare. For the commons is half the price of an uncommon. So it gets cheaper and cheaper with every single rarity. So it's going to be very easy to accumulate these materials that eventually you're not really going to use, because you're going to accumulate a massive overflow of them, right? So we're going to advance this. And we already gained a bit of power. We're going to max him to level 40. And once again, look at that. We just gained like 300 power from it. So this is the number one method on how you can do it, and you should do it. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, so far we only had, I think, this event once in the game since I've been playing. Basically like a champion, like a hero training event, where you level up and advance heroes, and you're gaining other rewards when you are completing milestones. So that's one of the main reasons why I have been holding on so many of these heroes at a lower level, just to make sure I'm going to be able to complete the next event. Now, you will be able to sell the commons, or basically to destroy them, and then rinse and repeat to constantly be able to complete those type of events. The next thing is related to chivalry. Now, as you guys can probably notice, I have my chivalry max on commons, on uncommons, on all of the heroes that I'm not using. So I'm not feeding all of my dupes to get the currency to buy a different memory stone. Instead, I'm going to max every single one of them. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to be selling the rest and slowly accumulating materials. You see, all of these chivalries will give you extra power. As you guys can probably notice right here, we have 1958 power, and we're going to basically use the chivalries on this hero. Plus 42 power. And it might not seem a lot just when you're doing one hero, but trust me, it adds up in the order of thousands, okay? And reaching 430k thousand is not necessarily going to be an easy job. So this will be basically tip number 2. You can, of course, move on to the next thing, and that is basically getting the relic. And I'm not suggesting you to go to maximum level, but this is something that you're gonna do like after a few months, after a couple of months or so. You see, it barely takes any materials to give this relic 10 levels. And from 144 power, we went to 184. Now, slowly, I am planning to take most of the relics, most likely to around level 30, because that's the sweet spot where I'm not just burning materials that most likely I will need to upgrade legendary relics and stuff later, or rare relics, you know. But this as well will give you some additional power. You gotta make the most out of every little thing. Every little counts, right? In terms of awakening the relics, I would not suggest you to do that, only for the heroes that you are actually using. Now, of course, you can, if you want to awaken some of the actual heroes, not the relics, sorry. So, you can awaken them to 2 stars at very minimal costs. And this as well will slowly add a bit of power. So we have, at the moment, tons of common and uncommon materials. And you're going to have a massive excess of these materials as well. So what else to do with them but use them and gain power, right? So check this out. We're going to go to 2 stars. And that's where I'm stopping. You see 116 power for 2 stars. And the reason why I'm stopping here is because after it will use my pedestals. Now, at the moment, I feel like I don't have enough pedestals to just waste them, but probably in around 3 to 4 months, I feel like I'll be in a sweet spot where I would be able to basically just waste some pedestals. Even though it only takes 1 for the next level, I'm gonna wait with it. But for the purpose of the video, we're gonna do 1 more. There you go. And the reason for it, we unlocked another piece of gear. Now, let me just quickly show you the final thing that you should do in order to increase your power furthermore. As you guys can probably notice, I actually have gear equipped on most of them. Why? Because that gives me more power. So let me just quickly start from this one. I'll do this one from scratch, actually, just because I want to equip gear on this character, right? So I'm not going to advance him to maximum level, but I'll take him to level 50 because that's my plan anyway. I have plenty of XP and stuff. I'm gonna awaken him as well to 3 stars, so I unlock 2 more pieces of gear. When you equip gear on your units, you're going to gain more power as well. So that's basically the secret to get it sorted. Now, if we're going to go to the relic, once again, I'm going to skill up actually not skill up the relic, but you can do this as well at some point. You're going to accumulate a lot of tomes. And actually, I never really paid attention if this gives you power. So let's see. Yeah, it does give you power as well. So I would suggest you to hold on onto the tomes because you will require to build up some uncommons for some of the missions or for the adventure and stuff. So don't waste your tomes till you're not done with all of those heroes that you will actually need to use. But after, it comes to a point where you're not gonna have anything to do with them, right? So once again, just pour them into the heroes, skill them up, and that will give you more power. What I wanted to do is basically level up the relic, take it all the way here. We can actually advance it. We have tons and tons of those materials. It's gonna take us ages to go through them. And we just gain some more power. We can back out of here. Then we can go back to the hero. And now we can go to the equipment. So we have 6 pieces at the top. Then we have 2 unlocked at the bottom. And either you go auto-equip and you select what set to put on. Either you're going to look through all of your trash gear that you have. So selling gear in King Arthur Legends Rise will not give you a lot of gold. I'll be very honest with you guys. So I'm going to go through some of these pieces that don't look very good. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to equip this piece on this unit because. So that looks pretty decent. This looks horrible, but it will give me a 17% crit rate for a 2-piece set. So we're going to equip that one on. Move on to the next one. Let's find again a crit rate piece. So we're filling that in. Probably we're going to try to give just crit rate to this hero. So what I can do is actually get this up and running. If I have any pieces from here, this sucks as well. Very, very bad substats. So we're going to put that on. Looking at the boots, again, defense, hit accuracy, defense, attack, defense, hit accuracy. At least that's percentage. We have a 4-star one. We're going to equip that. And slowly, look, we're just increasing and increasing the power on this unit. Then we can look for different ones in here. Let's see what do we have. Nothing very special. We can give him that. Bang, more power. Then I will show you another quick thing once I'm done with this. So we have crit rate, crit damage, attack, hit accuracy. It's very unlikely for me to use a hit accuracy one because I tend to use a magic orb as a hit accuracy on the characters that I'm using. Then we can look here for either one like this that's most likely not going to be used, or we can, this is even worse, right? And it's a 6-star. And I'm not selling this gear because it's going to be pointless for me to sell it. Then we're going to go over to the other pieces. And from here, we're going to see what we have available. So this is leveled up. Maybe I will need it at some point, but seeing that I actually have a 6-star that's better, I can actually equip this one on the unit because there's no point to sell it. I've invested tons of gold in it, and I'm not going to get that gold back if I'm selling it. I'll actually barely get any gold back, so I'm going to use that. 166 power. Then I'll be looking for a different one here that's most likely not a very good one, right? So this, once again, is very unlikely for me to use a defense magic orb. Either a hit accuracy, either an attack speed. So we're going to equip that. Now, every now and then, you will have events that will require you to upgrade gear, okay? And you need to upgrade gear around 300 times to reach the final milestone. When you're doing that, if you don't have enough good gear to level up, I would suggest you to go through all of this trash gear that you equipped on your units and give them 3 levels, okay? It will sink a bit of gold, to be honest, but this is basically something that will allow you to increase your combat power, claim all of the rewards, and that's about it, right? If not, it's going to take you ages just to organically grow your combat power by just investing in the units that you're using. I feel like probably it's going to take you, what, 1 year and a half, 1 year to get that done. So just like this, we got a unit with 4,000 power, and it had barely nothing before. That's how you increase your combat power in King Arthur Legends Rise. Claim the juicy rewards from here. This is a guaranteed legendary, by the way, and I'm very close to it. I just need to put a bit of more work into it. Make sure you're trying to sync everything as much as possible with the events in here, so you're not missing out on any rewards, and you're just not burning your gold when you're leveling up the gear. But as simple as that, guys. That was pretty much for the video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, help with that YouTube algorithm. Big shout out to Netmarbles for sponsoring the video. And if you guys want to come and join me in King Arthur Legends Rise, guys, which, by the way, I am covering it on my other channel as well. Daily guides, tips, tricks, news, pretty much everything that you need to know. Make sure you subscribe to that. And you can download the game by using the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. As usual, much love, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.